Hello and welcome to another MCO update on FET. Here on the FETCH.AI chart, we start on the daily time frame. Just wanted to share again with everybody that we are still in the process of potentially topping there in our A wave. Yeah, circle wave A, that's wave A of a larger A wave of wave 5. So we're still tracking this move to the upside. That hasn't changed. So the analysis remains very consistent with previous updates. Really for a more convincing confirmation that a top has formed in the A wave, I need a break below the 6th of May low, located around 63.5 cents. But there are earlier signals. So I just, I highlighted in the previous update that it would be best for the price to start a B wave pullback from the current price region, because the B wave pullback, which should be a corrective pullback and hold a higher low, it should set the stage for a C wave rally that could then send the price higher, potentially in the region around $1.70 or so. And we need a higher low to form a nice foundation for the next rally. That's my view. Now, that being said, as you can see here on the daily chart, the reaction to the downside, it's pretty weak. I mean, there isn't really much there to work with. So I think we just need to remain flexible. And important is to understand that with the 5-wave move up that we've seen, the trend is more clearly up. Okay, so the bulls are clearly leading. So overall expectations are for the price to continue to go higher, potentially after a pullback in wave B, which actually not only would provide a clearer structure, which is great, but which also would most likely provide a good entry opportunity for pullback traders. Okay, so let's take a look at the shorter time frame. We still have here you can see all the movements from the April low. We do have a nice 5-wave move up, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So that is one scenario I am tracking right now. This means we have a potential 5-wave move up completed. So that also means that we are tracking now a B wave pullback, which should unfold as follows: A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. It's pretty much the same structure I shared with you yesterday. So also here, analysis remains very, very consistent with previous updates. The market rallied potentially in this 5th wave to the upside. Might have topped. I mean, evidence is still quite limited that we have a top, because I would see this here as a broader range. But we had this initial A wave down. I mean, that played out. We had this B wave up, played out. Market reacted to the 88.7 retracement. So resistance is holding. Okay, that's very important. So the market is currently respecting the levels well. And now a C wave to the downside could be unfolding, which might go a little lower, potentially into this area between 78.7 and 72.2 cents. So last few days, levels have been respected quite nicely. The pattern has followed the roadmap. Now we'll see if the market can also go a little bit lower and reach that blue zone here. After this circle wave A is completed, which seems to form an ABC structure, a larger B wave bounce could unfold. So we could be in a range for quite some time. Now, that being said, any decisive break above the last highs around 90 cents would indicate that we are still in the A wave to the upside, that it's extending in some way. And, that's the main purpose of this resistance area. A break above it will be our signal that the market is trying to extend higher, before the market really tells us in very obvious ways. So that's why we use these Fibonacci resistance levels. But yeah, any break above could likely send it to 99 cents and $1.09 next. That would be in line with the broader thesis that we're going higher, but it would also delay any B wave sell-off. So the parameters should be clear. Please note that this is a broader range, so we can still get some shifts in the nanostructure. Important is also to mention that the 3-wave move down that we've seen from the 10th of May high, it's obviously a corrective pullback. So it does keep the door open to direct upside. It's very important to understand. So the key level against which the focus could be on lower prices in the short term, though. That's the last swing high from the 13th of May. So yeah, that's the update on FET. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.